So it is match day Wednesday as Austin FC takes on Real Salt Lake for the fourth time in club history. The last time these two teams played against each other was back in May, in which Austin FC suffered a 2-1 loss, and the only goal scorer in that game was from our captain Alex Ring, and that was the first game that we got to see Dani Pereira receive his first ever red card in his career. But what is Real Salt Lake to Austin FC now? Are they an easy win or main threat for the Verde and Black? Well, Real Salt Lake sits 7th place in the Western Conference with 11 wins, 10 draws, and 9 losses. In the last 5 games for Real Salt Lake, it's been really bad for them. They only got 1 win, 3 draws, and 1 loss. But they're going to go to Q2 and Austin FC will be having home field advantage. For Austin FC's second year, their record at home has been really impressive to what it was last year. Their record at home is 7 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses. The last one they got was when they beat LAFC in a 4-1 massacre, but recently, or 2 weeks ago, Austin FC suffered their first loss at home to Portland Timbers in a 2-1 score. But for Real Salt Lake, this could be an easy win for Austin FC because Real Salt Lake's record on the road, it's been really bad for them. They only got 3 wins, 5 draws, and 7 losses. The last time Real Salt Lake got a win on the road is when they beat Seattle Sounders in the 2-1 score about a month ago. But the record for both Austin FC and Real Salt Lake, it's kind of on par, but mostly for Real Salt Lake's favor. Austin FC has 1 win and 2 losses. The last time both teams played at Q2 was back in October of last year, in which Austin FC got a 2-1 score, and those 2 goals came from Cecilio Dominguez, who provided the win for Austin FC. But for this game against RSL, Real Salt Lake is known for a lot of high pressing and surprising counterattacks. This season, they have scored 38 goals, and their goal for this season is to clinch playoffs as they sit 7th place. Because for Austin FC, our back 4 is the main weakness for Wolf Bowl, Josh Wolf's system. Because the offense of Real Salt Lake, even though they're 7th place, they still got a lot of firepower in them. So for either Nick Lima, Cascante, Galeasen, and John Gallagher, they have to focus on these 4 players of Real Salt Lake. The 4 players of Real Salt Lake are these players. Sergio Cordova has 8 goals and 1 assist to his name. Justin Meram has 3 goals and 6 assists. Jefferson Savarino has 6 goals and 3 assists to his name. And lastly, Bobby Wood has 3 goals and 1 assist. He scored against Austin FC in a 2-1 victory for RSL. Because the back 4, it's burnt out. Because the entire team who plays Austin FC or any team, they'll know that Wolf Ball's main weakness is the back 4 and the main target is Julio Cascante, because Julio Cascante's last 3 games has been really bad for him. He had a terrible game against Seattle Sounders and even against Nashville. So I would say bench Cascante, so that way he won't be the easy target against RSL today, and either start Romagna or Kep Keller and have Gavez next to him. I would say to start Hector Jimenez because Nick Lima, I'm really impressed how Nick Lima was in the right back spot for almost 2 months when Jimenez was out due to injury. But this time bench him and put Jimenez in this spot, and let's just leave John Gallagher in that spot because John Gallagher, he kind of balances out the left back and the entire, the other 3, the center back and the right back spot for Austin FC. Because for Austin FC, our attacking side, it's kind of lacking now. We only got, the last 4 games, last 3 games, it's been only 1 goal, and that was from Drius's goal against Portland Timbers. Because this time we have to have rotations against RSL. This is a good chance. Because I would say to either just bench Finley, because Finley so far has been our good right winger, but start Emiliano Rigoni. Because Emiliano Rigoni has been only starting 30 to 35 minutes every game as a substitution, but this time start him against RSL and see what he provides in the full 90 minutes. And in the left wing spot, let's just put La Manchita Washington Corozo, because Fagundes, he's a great player, but it's time for him to get some resting time. Either we put him on the bench and either sub him in the last 20 to 30 minutes against RSL and see what Washington Corozo provides for us in like the first half and let's say in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Because for RSL, they have allowed 38 goals this season, so their goal difference is +0, so kind of ironic that everything balances out for them. For the defense of RSL is Andrew Brody has 21 of the 40 tackles, so it's pretty much 53% tackles he's done this season. Pablo Ruiz, he's mostly in the 6 defense midfield player. So he has 52 out of the 77 tackles. So it's pretty much 68% of the tackles he's done this season. Aaron Herrera, 10 out of the 18 dribbles. So it's pretty much 56% of the dribbles he's won. So in a 1v1 situation, in a, let's say, scenario Driussi against him, Herrera will win that dribbling momentum or scenario. And lastly, Justin Glad has 35% of the pressure. He leads the team with that percent pressure. So our trio of Fagundes, Urruti, and Driussi, I would say we have to bench either Fagundes and just leave Urruti because he's the only number 9 we have for Austin FC, and let's just leave Driussi because against Seattle Sounders, we were a whole different team without Driussi. So Driussi is our key player for this game against Seattle Sounders. But in the midfield, we wanted to see Valencia starting, but he got a yellow card and will miss out the match against RSL. So it's either going to see the same midfield players of Driussi, Alex Ring, and either Nani Pereira. But this time I would say put Alex Ring in the 6 and put Nani Pereira with Driussi in the 8. Because this game has to be a bounce back. This game we have to see a lot of rotations and see what Josh Wolf will put out in the field in the starting 11. It's okay to start some of the main, our strong lineup, but this time put players that we haven't seen in a long time. Put Keller or Romagna with Gaviesen in the back 4. Put either, personally, I don't want Owen Wolf to start, but let's see what happens there. In the front 3, Rigoni on the right wing and La Manchita Corozo in the left wing with Urruti as the number 9. But this is going to be a really interesting game for us. I'll be at the game today at Q2, so hope to see you guys there today. I would say Austin FC will get a 2-0 victory. Goals from Driussi to get a bounce back to his MVP and Golden Boot race. And the other would probably be Emiliano Rigoni would score his first game against RSL. All right, you guys. The name is Vanilla Mexican 17. I hope you guys understood this video. I'll be back here with either a reaction video or a preview match of the Nashville game. But other than that, hope to see you guys here today at Q2. But other than that, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.